Okay, so we've been talking a lot about transpiration, but now let's have a look at how they ask the questions. So remember, transpiration is the loss of water through the leaf. Water is absorbed from the soil into the root hair, across the ground tissue, into the xylem, and then up the xylem, through the stem, out into the veins of the leaf, and from the vein it moves out by osmosis to the leaf. And if conditions are right, and remind yourself what those conditions are, dry, warm conditions, then there will be a high level of transpiration. But how are they going to ask you questions about this? So let's have a look at the 2017 paper. You can see that the first question, name the vascular tissue through which the products of photosynthesis are transported in plants. So the products of photosynthesis mean the food. So that must be the. Give two structural features of the tissues referred to in one. So what structural features? So you need two of them. So what do you know about that tissue? What does it look like? And how does the way it looks help it do its job? After the tissue question, you get right into transpiration. The graph shows the relationship between the rate of transpiration and the rate of water uptake for a particular plant on a fine summer day. There's a question like this done in your book. And the first thing you do with any graph is you break it into its three pieces. So you see there's a simple part here up to 6 p.m. You can see there's an uptake of water and a rise in transpiration. You can see there's a rise up to here. So it's a constant rise. And then you can see at this point, just after midday, it drops off very sharply right into the evening. And you have good reasons for that. So now you've divided your graph into three. You understand what's happening. Now ask the questions. Describe the relationship between the rate of transpiration and the rate of water uptake during the day. It's a straightforward say what you see answer. Suggest a reason. Now, when they say the reason for this relationship, that's when you go back and look up your notes and get actual reasons, no guesses. Under what two conditions does the highest rate of transpiration occur on that day? Now, two conditions. So the highest rate is up here. Okay, so there's something going on in the middle of a nice summer's day. What would that be? Name the cells which control the opening and closing of the stoma. They're the bouncers. What is their proper name? What is the advantage to plants of having most of their stomata on the underside of the leaves? So think about the structure on the leaf. What's on the top side that's not on the bottom? And why might that be? Give a disadvantage to plants of a high rate of transpiration. So the high rate of transpiration means it's using an awful lot of, and why is that not always a good thing? What do plants do in response to the disadvantage referred to? So what can plants do to keep water in? We kind of mentioned it a little bit further up in the question, the disadvantage of losing water and how might a plant deal with that, and why the stoma are only on one side of the leaf, mostly. Name both Irish scientists who proposed the theory of the water movement in plants. Only two guys. One of them was very happy.